boys and girls, today we are going to choose an activity off the choice board for reading or writing. You remember those choice boards that we have where you get to pick one thing to do for reading and writing, one thing to do for math, and one thing to do for play and explore? Well, I hope you're doing those at home. Today, I'm going to pick one activity and show you what you can do in your home. And you might not have this book, but you could do it with a different book. So let's turn it around here so you can see the choice board. I want to remind you what the choice board looks like. You may have seen this board right here. Your parents may have it printed out, or they're pulling it up on their phone or their computer. And it has lots of activities to choose from. Mom and Dad might be reading those activities and letting you pick one. Well, today I'm going to pick read your favorite story and draw a picture about your favorite part. Okay? So let me turn my camera back around. Such a nice day today to sit on the porch and do some schoolwork. So our first Google Meets, I wrote down all of your ideas about what you wanted to learn about. So I have a new favorite story here, and it's actually about something Connor wanted to learn about that grows and changes in the spring. He said he wanted to learn more about worms. And I happen to have a book about worms, and it's one of my new favorite stories called Wonderful Worms by Linda Glaser, and the pictures are by Loretta Kronitsky. It's a little windy out here today. So Connor, this story is right up your alley and something you wanted to learn about, wonderful worms. Earthworms are fat and wiggly, like my fingers and my toes. They live where it is cool and dark and damp, where roots spread out like underground trees. That's where the worms live. And it looks like springtime in this story. Things are starting to grow. Flowers are starting to grow. The grass is beginning to grow tall again. The worms are tunneling through the dirt. Worms feel sounds with their whole bodies. They feel thunder when I walk. He's walking on the grass, and the worms feel the boom boom as he walks. They are wonderful diggers. They dig passageways and burrows, but they don't use shovels or fingers or toes. Do you think you could dig a hole without using your hands or your feet? I think that would be really hard for me, but a worm does it just beautifully. Look at all of those tunnels those worms are digging. How do they do it? They eat their way through and move. Would you want to eat your way through dirt like the worm? Nah, me either. I'm glad I'm a person. Don't think I would want to eat dirt. But worms are happy to do it. They stretch out long and thin and squeeze in short and fat. Stretch and squeeze, eat and dig, move and dig. Digging lots of tunnels. Earthworms mix and turn the dirt as they dig and tunnel in the earth. They make the soil soft and airy so the roots of plants can breathe and grow. So for our plants, and we had some friends who said they wanted to learn about plants. My paper blew away, so hold on 1 minute and I'll go get it. My dog is actually chewing on my paper. Okay, so here's my little chart that I made, and you see where my dog got my paper and started to chew on it, but I can still read what you wanted to learn about. Let's see. Autumn wanted to learn about flowers. London said she wanted to know more about flowers too. And Jake wanted to learn about plants. Flowers are plants. So we had lots of people who wanted to learn more about flowers. This book helps us learn a little bit about flowers, because without the worms making the dirt soft and airy, the flowers cannot grow and change. So without the worms, we might not have beautiful flowers like in this picture. Worms don't have eyes or ears or a nose, but they do have a mouth. And earlier in the story, it told us they use their mouth to dig those holes and tunnels through the ground. And if they need food, just like I do, they need food just like I do, but they eat dirt and rotting leaves. So people need food to grow bigger and change, and worms do too. But the food they eat is a little different than the food we eat to grow and change. They swallow tiny pieces, and inside the worm, the food changes. The food is changing inside the worm as he eats. When it comes out of their tail ends, it makes the earth rich so plants can grow. Look at all those beautiful plants. Autumn and London and Jake. They're growing, and the worms, Connor, are helping them grow. And this is something that grows and changes too. Earthworms are my helpers, the underground gardeners. We work hard in the dirt in my garden, which is their home. So this is the very end, the end. And that is actually my favorite part. This little boy planted a garden, and he has watermelon growing in his garden, flowers growing in his garden. And that is my favorite part, because we like to plant a garden too here at my house. We like to plant flowers, and we like to plant vegetables to grow and watch them grow and change. And they change into food that we can eat. They start as a little seed, turn into a plant, and then they have fruit or vegetables that grow on their vines or their bushes. So I'm going to draw a garden, just like in the story, because that's my favorite part of the story. And I'm going to go work on that right now, and I'm going to make sure I send a picture so that we can see my favorite part of the story. Now it's your turn to choose an activity to do. You could use this story, and you could draw your favorite part of this story. That could count, because I just read the story to you. Or you can choose another reading and writing activity off of our choice board. And today, you can send me a picture, have your mom or dad send me a picture of your favorite literacy activity. See you next time. Can't wait to see your pictures of your favorite activity. And don't forget, you could use this story. And that could be your activity today. Make it very easy on mom and dad today, and that could be your activity. Don't forget to do math and play and explore as well today. Bye-bye.